Google Chrome is changing how third-party cookies are handled. Eventually, in order for third-party cookies to function in Chrome, they will need the following attribute, partitioned. This attribute changes third-party cookies into chips. CHIPS is an acronym. It stands for Cookies Having Independent Partitioned State. CHIPS are privacy-enhanced third-party cookies. Before we discuss CHIPS further, let's discuss what exactly is a third-party cookie. It is a cookie where the domain setting is different from the domain of the website you are visiting. For example, a cookie set within an iframe. Third-party cookies also have these attributes: same site none and secure. This allows a cookie to traverse across multiple domains. Eventually, third-party cookies that are not partitioned, or chips, will not be supported. The only way to really understand this change that is coming to Google Chrome is to actually see this in action. So I've set up a demo where we will see current third-party cookie functionality, the problem with third-party cookies, and the solution to that problem, chips, in action. In order to demonstrate how third-party cookies are currently used in cross-site contexts, we are going to replicate a banner ad network that relies on third-party cookies to serve a targeted ad. We will serve our banner ad network from the domain localhost. Then, in the code of our two demo websites, we will load this banner ad in an iframe, much like how an actual banner ad would work. The two demo websites where the banner ad will be displayed are a forum about coffee running on the domain localhost 1 and a forum about electric fans running on localhost 2. Note that all three of these web apps are all running on different domains, which you can see are highlighted in green. The fact that these are all on different domains is crucial to understanding the problem with third-party cookies and how CHIPS solves this problem. So we have the banner ad, the coffee forum, and the electric fan forum. First, we are going to load the coffee forum, then navigate to the electric fan forum. Our banner ad is going to load first on the coffee forum and set a third-party cookie that will be used to serve a targeted ad about coffee on the electric fan forum, a completely different website on another domain. We will repeat this flow with a chips cookie instead of a regular third-party cookie and see how our banner ad behaves differently. So let's get into the code. Here's my project, very basic, just HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. You'll see that I have three directories that contain the three aspects of the demo: the banner ad network, the coffee forum, and the electric fan forum. Again, these will all run in the browser on different domains. Let's take a look at the HTML of the coffee forum. This is all just mock HTML for demonstration purposes. The only thing we need to see is the iframe that loads our banner ad. Note the query string parameter. This is going to tell our banner ad to set a third-party cookie. Now let's look at the HTML for the electric fan forum. It's the same demonstration HTML essentially, and again, we are loading the iframe to the banner ad network. Finally, let's take a look at our banner ad network code. Here's the HTML. There's a div that represents a banner ad about coffee. It is hidden by default and will only be displayed depending on factors involving a third-party cookie. So let's look at the JavaScript within our banner ad. Right at the top, we have a setCookie function. This function is the backbone of the entire demo. And this entire conversation about third-party cookie deprecation comes down to this single line right here. We either add the partitioned attribute or not. If we add the partitioned attribute, this cookie becomes a chip. If we do not add the partitioned attribute, the cookie would be a standard third-party cookie. Next in the file, we have a getCookie function, where it will simply either return the value of the cookie we are trying to get, or it will return null if that cookie is not found. And here is the code that runs when our banner ad network loads. First, we get the value of the banner ad cookie. We then grab the HTML element of our coffee banner ad, which we will either display or not, and we check the URL of the banner ad placement for a query string parameter that we discussed earlier. Here is where we set the banner ad cookie to coffee if the banner ad loaded with the parameter coffee placement query string. Last but not least, if the value of our banner ad cookie is coffee, show the banner ad. Now let's load our demo websites in the browser. First, let's load up our coffee forum. We see a gray square at the top. This is our banner ad iframe before the banner ad cookie is set. On a reload, we set that third-party cookie with the value coffee, and we show our banner ad. Looks pretty great. Next, let's navigate to our forum about electric fans. Remember, completely separate domain. Let's load. And here we are being targeted with an ad about coffee. This is a cross-site targeted advertisement. Now, let's take a look at what is going on under the hood. Using DevTools in Chrome, we can look at what cookies are being set, and we can see we have a cookie named banner ad cookie with the value coffee. But note the alert symbol. This is what Chrome is doing to warn website operators that this third-party cookie will soon no longer work. So that's the demo using a third-party cookie. Let's repeat the flow with chips. So let's open our banner ad JavaScript and make a change to this line. And remember, this will now add the partitioned attribute to our cookie. After clearing all the cookies, we will repeat the flow, again starting on our coffee forum. Here is our ad. Now let's take a look at our cookies. We have again set the banner ad cookie with the same value, coffee, but there is a new attribute populated, partition key. Note that the partition key is set to the parent domain of our banner ad, localhost 1. Now, let's navigate to our electric fan forum. No coffee ad. No matter how many times we reload, the ad is not showing anything. Why? Let's look at our cookies. No banner ad cookie listed in DevTools. This is because the partition key on the banner ad cookie no longer matches the parent domain of our banner ad iframe. The domain where our chips cookie was originally set was localhost 1. Our banner ad is now appearing on localhost 2, therefore the partition key of the cookie does not match and the cookie is not accessible. This is chips in action. You can see how this can help mitigate cross-site advertising and cross-site tracking while also providing better client-side privacy. So that's the end of the demo and video. The goal was to address any confusion about Chrome's deprecation of third-party cookies, as well as provide a real example of how chips work. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the demo or anything that was discussed, please leave a comment and we'll get back to you. Thanks again. Take care.